You know, so many noobs out there want to get the MT-07 as their first motorcycle. Because it is powerful, it's good looking, but it's not crazy fast like super bikes and stuff. But honestly, this is really not a good motorcycle for a new rider. Some people do well on it, other people don't. But I'm going to tell you in this video, motorcycles that new riders should absolutely not start on.
Let's go for a ride. Subscribe today.
Yeah, I get a lot of noobs on my channel that are looking to get their first motorcycle, and you know, a lot of them they look at the fast motorcycles like this MT-07. This isn't really considered fast, but it's too fast for a new rider. And a lot of riders, you know, new riders, they want to start on a fast bike, and that's the worst thing a new rider can do. Before I tell you some bikes that new riders should absolutely avoid and what are the great motorcycles for new riders, I'm going to tell you, first you need to make sure you're wearing the gear to stay safe out here. And I have links to all of my awesome gear, like this, my favorite ultra lightweight carbon fiber helmet. It comes with an automatic tint shield, my airbag vest to help keep you safe. Everybody should have one. CE armor jacket, shorty gloves, boots, pants. Links to all my gear is in the description and comment section of this video. You know, when I first got this bike, the reason why I didn't get this bike way back, and I got the MT-09 instead, is because I always thought this bike was, I thought it would be slow and boring, you know. Because a lot of new riders like to get this bike, and I'm like, you know what, because new riders like it probably sucks, you know. But honestly, then I saw some motor vloggers out there that have ridden all the different types of bikes and stuff, and they praised the MT-07. I was like, you know what, I gotta try this bike. And honestly, I come to realize that this is a powerful bike on the bottom. You know, it's got a lot of bottom end grunt. I mean, it could really, like, if you rip this throttle and you're not ready for it, it could buck a new rider. It could maybe cause some problems for a new rider. But if you've ridden other stuff that has a throttle, like scooters and stuff like that, you probably may be okay on the MT-07. I don't know, man, but I don't recommend it for new riders. But the #1 motorcycle that you should absolutely never consider starting on as a new rider, which I think a lot of you guys know, are super bikes and super sports. You know what I'm saying? Those are the worst motorcycles to start on, okay? You are not going to be ready for that power. Listen, oh baby, I love revving under the bridge. It just sounds so good. But anyways, you are not going to be ready for the power with a super sport, man. Seriously. When I went from a Honda CBR 250R to a CBR 600RR, it was like, oh my god. That power just was amazing. It was just like, oh my god, there was no way I could have started on that bike, man. And I even made a couple of errors on that bike, but luckily I didn't crash it or nothing.
Shit!
I probably shouldn't even stepped up to that bike, even from the CBR 250. I probably should have went to like a Ninja 650 or something, and then worked my way up to the 600RR. But I fared okay, you know what I'm saying? But honestly, as a new rider, I see so many riders that fail when they try to start on a super bike and super sport. Now, some of them do okay, believe it or not. My brother, he was one that did really well on a, he actually started on a super bike for a street bike, but he rode dirt bikes. Oh, baby, look at here. See this thing rip. Woo! Man! This thing just, woo! Oh my gosh, this thing just rips off the bottom, boy. I'm telling you, a new rider, you ain't ready for that. You ain't ready for that, baby. But yeah, my brother, man, he started on a CBR 1000RR Fireblade, and but he rode dirt bikes. He was really good. He did just fine, but you know, if you rode dirt bikes or something, you may be okay. But even then, man, I wouldn't do it. Another bike that a lot of people don't realize is bad for new riders are like the big Harley Davidson baggers, like the big heavy hulking Harley Davidsons. You don't want to start on a great big heavy bike because it's a bit cumbersome. You're not prepared to maneuver a bike of that weight. You know what I'm saying? And I've seen so many riders out here that get the bagger and they end up crashing it as a new rider because they're intimidated by the weight. They don't know how to handle weight like that on a bike, man. Another bike that's really bad for a new rider that you may think is great is a ADV bike, an adventure motorcycle. You know what I'm saying? Because they're not crazy powerful or anything, but they have a higher center of gravity. They sit up a lot higher, and they are heavy, man. If it was at a lower height, like if they were just a regular bike at that weight, it wouldn't be that big of a deal. But you take 500-600 pounds and you put it up higher up, the weight's higher up, it's too much. And also the seat height is intimidating for a lot of new riders that aren't tall. I wouldn't recommend a adventure bike at all. Now if you're going to start on like a Honda CB500X, like one of them little adventure bikes or something, that's fine. That's actually a pretty decent bike to start on. But honestly, the best motorcycles to start on, the number one that I recommend to everybody is a Kawasaki Ninja 400. I don't think you can't go wrong with a Ninja 400, and those bikes are fun even for seasoned riders. Because like I keep telling you guys, the smaller bikes are more fun out here in the city. You can throw them around, and you know what I'm saying? And you spend most of your time stoplight to stoplight. You don't really spend a lot of time out here on the highway, and they do just fine on the highway, by the way. Another bike that I highly recommend is getting like a supermoto, like the Kawasaki KLX 300. The power's right for you. You'll have a lot of fun. Supermotos are the most fun motorcycle, hands down, number one to me at least. So fun, man. And they're rated E for everybody. Now some of you guys will get intimidated because the seat height, it sits up higher, but I'm telling you, just use one leg as a kickstand and you'll be just fine. So it's not a big deal, man. And once you'll get used to riding a bike that sits up higher like that, and that'll probably actually prepare you for if you want to transition to an adventure bike in the future with the higher seat height. So many people think, oh man, I don't want to start on no beginner bike, slow beginner bike, and then I got to go through the hassle of selling, I'll lose money. I'll just go straight to the top and get the fast bike, and then that way I can, you know, I'll never get another bike. That's not true, guys. First off, I want to tell you the beginner motorcycles actually hold their value the best. Sometimes you can actually make money on a beginner bike. You're not going to lose money on a beginner bike, guys. I promise you. Okay? So don't worry about losing any money. And also, no matter what bike you get, guys, you're always going to want to look and try a new motorcycle, no matter what. You can have the fastest, coolest bike on the planet, but you're going to see other motorcycles and you're going to want to try them. Okay, you're going to go through a lot of bikes like I did. I had over like 12 bikes, and now I'm doing e-scooters and e-bikes and everything else. I just like variety is a spice of life. You want to try different bikes, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I said I've come to realize that after riding the big bikes, the smaller bikes are are more fun out here in the city. And this MTL7 here on the highway, look at this. Yeah, that ripped up. Out here on the highway is just, and it pulls. You can feel that torque, man. It's great out here on the highway. But I don't recommend the MTL7 for you new riders. But I will tell you, get the MTL3. That's the bike you want to. That's an awesome bike. It's fun. It's a little punchy bike, but not overwhelming for a new rider. And I'm telling you, when you go to sell it, guys, if you buy it used, you can sell it for what you paid for it, guaranteed. But you're going to have fun on that little bike. You're going to gain skills, and then you're going to move up to the next bike, like the MTL7 here. And then you'll maybe go up to the MTL9, like I did. I had an MTL9 actually before the MTL7. I actually like this MTL7 better than the MTL9. So you'll get a super bike, you'll do that, and then you'll start to realize after getting a few speeding tickets and realize that you don't really go that fast most of the time, and the smaller bikes are more fun. That's what you're going to come to realize, like I did. Okay, and then a lot of you guys will end up on a Harley-Davidson Cruiser and just chill, because you'll realize that these streets are made for just cruising, man. It's not made for trying to emulate Valentino Rossi, you know, in a race out here on the street. It's not made to drag race or anything. It just cruise. It'll help. You'll stay safe right here. You'll have more fun on these little smaller bikes that are grunty like this MT-07. Trust me, guys. Okay, I've been riding here since what, 2009. Started on a Chinese scooter. Worked my way all the way up to super bikes, and I had, you know, it's been fun, the whole journey, and you're going to want to do the journey as well. All different types of bikes, and enjoy the journey, but just make sure you're wearing the full gear, guys, especially an airbag vest and a helmet. That's the best thing you can do to help stay safe and ride defensively. Make sure to check out my video on how to ride defensively. I'll include a video in the top right corner, and that's going to help you keep the safest out here on the street and keep you riding for many years. But anyways, guys, make sure to hit thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, hit that little bell symbol so you get notified when my new videos release. But I release new videos every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Check out my playlist for new riders and popular videos. Don't forget to comment and subscribe, and check out my other channel, Bug Out Moto, where I customize a van for my motorcycle so I can live in my van with my motorcycle and travel across the country anywhere. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Bug Out Moto.